Hello, my beautiful design rebels, and welcome back to the channel. If you believe that neutral means boring or that maximalist means chaotic, then you are in for a transformative experience today. We are completely redefining the conversation by merging two seemingly opposite worlds, the serene, calming palette of neutrals with the expressive, personal, and deeply layered approach of maximalism. This is Maximalist Neutrals, and it's the look that will dominate 2025. Get ready to learn how to craft a space that is both boldly elegant and profoundly cozy. If you're excited to challenge design norms, make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. It truly helps our community grow. Let's break down this beautiful contradiction. Traditional maximalism is often associated with vibrant, clashing colors and overwhelming patterns. But maximalist neutrals is a more refined, intentional philosophy. It's about maximal texture, maximal layers, maximal personal artifacts, and a maximal sense of comfort, all within a curated, neutral-toned color story. Think less, more is more, and more, everything has a purpose and a place. It's a celebration of depth and nuance, where the drama comes not from color saturation but from the incredible interplay of shadow, light, and tactile sensation. Forget everything you think you know about neutral palettes. In 2025, we are moving far beyond safe beiges and cool grays. We are embracing a rich, earthy, and almost edible spectrum of tones. Imagine the deep, creamy warmth of oat milk, the rugged, raw undertone of terracotta, the soft, soothing whisper of sage ash, and the sophisticated depth of chocolate brown. These are your new foundation colors. They provide a warm, enveloping base that feels both timeless and incredibly current, allowing your layers of texture and form to truly sing. Before we bring in a single piece of furniture, we must consider our architectural canvas. This style demands depth, so we're looking at adding dimension to our walls and ceilings. Consider shiplap or vertical paneling painted in a barely there off-white. Or, for a truly 2025 touch, install a coffered ceiling with deep-set panels painted a few shades darker than the walls to draw the eye upward. Even a simple, bold crown molding or baseboard, painted in a contrasting neutral, adds that crucial first layer of sophistication and grandeur. This is the absolute heart of the Maximalist Neutrals style. You must become a collector and conductor of texture. Your goal is to create a visual and tactile symphony that invites touch. Rough, nubby bouclé wool on a statement sofa. Silky, smooth velvet on oversized floor cushions. The cool, hard surface of a travertine side table against the knotted grain of a reclaimed wood beam. Think chunky knit throws, intricately woven rattan baskets, fluted glass, and supple leather. Layer upon layer is the key. Your sofa is not just for sitting, it is the anchor of your maximalist narrative. Ditch the timid, low-profile designs and opt for a bold, substantial piece. Look for a deep, inviting modular sofa in a creamy bouclé or a grand, curved sectional in a performance linen blend. The shape should be generous and comforting. This is your opportunity to make a significant investment in comfort and style. Flank it with an oversized armchair in a contrasting texture, like a buttery cognac leather or a nubby wool. A rug in this context is non-negotiable. It is the foundational layer that grounds your entire design story. We are moving beyond simple sisal or plain wool. Think grand scale and immense texture. A colossal, plush shag rug in a warm ivory that your toes sink into. A vintage, distressed Aushak carpet with faded, tonal patterns that tell a story. A bold, geometric jute blend with raised patterns. It should be large enough to fit all key furniture pieces on top, unifying the space. Lighting is your secret weapon for adding drama and highlighting your textural layers. Overhead lighting should be a work of art, a massive, organic raffia chandelier, a sculptural plaster pendant, or a linear arrangement of paper lanterns. Then, layer in ambient light, a pair of monolithic travertine table lamps on your console, a sleek, black arc floor lamp for reading, and clusters of candles in varying heights on every surface. This interplay of light and shadow is what creates that coveted cozy, elegant atmosphere. This is not about hoarding, it's about a highly curated collection of objects you truly love. Every shelf, every tabletop, is an opportunity to tell your story. Group objects in odd numbers, 3s, 5s, 7s, and vary their heights. Place a stack of art books next to a weathered ceramic vase, a smooth river stone, and a small, framed sketch. The key is cohesion within the neutral palette. The materials and forms are different, but the color story ties them all together in a harmonious, collected over time look. Forget the chaotic, multicolored gallery wall. The 2025 Maximalist Neutral Gallery Wall is a tonal masterpiece. It's a carefully arranged collection of art, photography, and objects all within your chosen palette. Mix black and white photography with sepia tones, abstract line drawings in charcoal, and textural wall hangings like woven rattan circles or macrame. Incorporate sconces and small shelves into the arrangement to break the plane and add even more depth. The result is a deeply personal and incredibly sophisticated focal point. Window treatments are your opportunity to add softness, height, and a touch of opulence. Go for floor-to-ceiling drapery in a heavy, textural fabric like a raw silk, a flax linen, or even a wool blend. Hang the rods wider than the window frame to make the windows appear larger, and let the panels pool slightly on the floor for a luxurious, decadent feel. This soft, flowing vertical element is crucial for balancing the heavier, horizontal elements of furniture and grounding the entire room. To prevent a neutral palette from feeling flat or sterile, we must incorporate organic, imperfect elements from nature. This adds life, movement, and a vital energy. Think monumental dried pampas grass in a ceramic vessel, a twisting branch of manzanita wood on the mantel, or a simple bowl of collected sea-worn stones. Incorporate live plants with interesting leaf structures, a large, dramatic fiddle leaf fig or a cascading pothose, whose green acts as a neutral, breathing life into the layered textures. The furniture itself must contribute to the maximalist narrative through its form. Seek out pieces that are sculptural and conversation-starting. A coffee table that is a solid slab of live edge wood on a brutalist concrete base. A side table that is a single, curved piece of blobby plaster. An armchair with a dramatically arched back. These bold forms become the art pieces within your space, their interesting silhouettes creating visual interest and stopping power without relying on a punch of color. A key vibe for 2025 is the intimate, intellectual comfort of a personal library. Incorporate built-in shelving, not just for trinkets, but filled with books. Their spines, in varying shades of cream, brown, black, and white, create a beautifully textured and deeply personal backdrop. Add a dedicated reading nook with a supremely comfortable lounge chair, a sleek floor lamp, and a small side table for a cup of tea. This element adds a sense of wisdom, calm, and settled comfort to the room. While our palette is earthy and neutral, we can introduce subtle moments of refinement with metal accents. The key is to choose one finish and use it sparingly for cohesion. Think unlacquered brass that will develop a patina over time, or aged, blackened iron. A brass library lamp on a desk, a black iron curtain rod, or a collection of antique silver picture frames. These small metallic touches catch the light throughout the day, adding a layer of sophistication and a hint of glamour. A truly maximalist experience engages all the senses, not just sight and touch. Consider the acoustic of the room. A large wool rug and heavy drapes will absorb sound, creating a hushed, serene atmosphere. Then, introduce scent, the final layer of cozy elegance. A beautiful ceramic diffuser with a grounding scent of vetiver and sandalwood, or a curated collection of beeswax candles. This mindful attention to the full sensory experience is what transforms a room from being simply designed to being truly felt. Every room needs a hero, one unforgettable, conversation-starting piece that defines the space. This could be an enormous, abstract painting in shades of charcoal and cream. A vintage, sheepskin-covered chaise lounge. A monumental antique mirror with a gilded, distressed frame. Or a custom, floor-to-ceiling shelving unit housing all your treasures. This piece is your anchor, the thing you build the rest of the room around. It embodies your personal style and gives the eye a primary place to land. With so much layering, achieving balance is critical. The goal is curated complexity, not visual noise. Step back and assess your room. If one side feels heavy, balance it with a tall floor lamp or a piece of art on the opposite wall. Create visual triangles, a tall object on the left, a medium one on the right, and a low one in the center. Ensure there are moments of visual rest, like a blank wall or a simple, empty surface, to prevent the space from feeling overwhelming. This style is deeply personal. It's about surrounding yourself with the artifacts of your life. Dig into your own history and display it with pride. Frame your grandmother's handwritten recipe. Showcase the pottery you made on a vacation. Use a vintage suitcase as a side table. These objects have a patina and a soul that new items simply cannot replicate. They are the heart of your maximalist neutral home, making it uniquely and authentically yours, a true reflection of your journey. A maximalist neutrals living room is not designed overnight. It is a slow, intentional process of collection and evolution. It's perfectly okay to start with your neutral base and a few key textural pieces, then add over time. Allow yourself to find the perfect piece on your travels, at a flea market, or from a local artist. This room should tell your ongoing story, changing and deepening just as you do. It's a living, breathing entity, not a static showroom. Looking ahead, the materials defining this style are inherently natural and tactile. Expect to see more fluted and ribbed glass in lamps and accessories, adding pattern without color. Crushed velvets and fuzzy mohairs will continue to reign for supreme softness. Sustainable materials like cork will appear on accent walls and furniture. And raw, unpolished stone like travertine and limestone will be the go-to for coffee tables and decorative objects, bringing an ancient, grounded energy into our modern homes. As you embark on this, be mindful of a few pitfalls. First, avoid going monochromatic without varying texture. This will create a flat, boring room. Second, ensure your lighting is warm-toned, 2700 to 3000 K. Cool white bulbs will destroy the cozy ambience. Third, resist the urge to incorporate too many different wood tones. Stick to 2 or 3 for cohesion. Finally, edit ruthlessly. If an item doesn't bring you joy or fit the tonal story, it doesn't earn its place in your layered masterpiece. Feeling inspired but overwhelmed? Here's your simple action plan. First, define your personal neutral palette. Choose 3 core colors. Second, audit your largest pieces, your sofa and rug. Do they fit the warm, textural bill? If not, consider what could. Even a slipcover is a great start. Third, choose one empty corner and begin to layer: a floor lamp, a plant, a stack of books, a small side table. Build one perfect vignette, and let that inspire your next move. And there you have it, your comprehensive guide to creating a maximalist neutrals living room, the defining aesthetic of 2025. This is all about rejecting design rules that don't serve you and embracing a style that is deeply personal, incredibly cozy, and boldly elegant through its masterful use of texture, form, and neutral tones. Your home should be your sanctuary, a reflection of your unique story told through a lens of sophisticated comfort. This journey is so much better together, and I want to hear all about your projects. What part of the maximalist neutral style excites you the most? What is your hero piece? Share your thoughts, your questions, and your own design journeys in the comments below. Let's inspire each other. If this video helped you see neutrals in a bold new light, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of professional home decor. Until next time, design fearlessly and live beautifully.